cycle of abuse can really end with you. It is very helpful to identify the subjects that have basically been taken away from you or you deem as something that needs to be hidden. So basically abuse is all about lack or power or something extremely that is lacking within a person's life that they have no other way to get it but a learned trait of what is perceived as abuse. So people, when they get out of abusive relationships, obviously they are they have some healing work or integration to be accepted and processed. However, it is very helpful to really identify the subjects that you feel that you are lacking or it has basically been taken away. This is very helpful because it allows it to come into your conscious awareness so that you don't project it onto other people. So I'm going to give an example. Let's say, for example, a person has a lack of inner power. That's something that has been taken away from them due to having to either contribute or to basically adapt to a particular situation. So they basically felt the need to give their power away. So when they get out of a cycle of abuse, they view people that are powerful very threatening. So there's nothing wrong with power. It's about how it is used. And it's basically, power is what you're really good at and projecting it or making it into something that is manageable or something that you feel that you're really great at. So if a person has a power, is very powerful in writing or speaking, this is going to be something that's very beneficial for them. However, if they're not in tune with their gifts and what their power is, they're going to basically view all power as something, or people that something is really good about someone, or someone that is very adept with what they're really good at. They're going to misconstrue that and view basically all power is not good. So they will basically switch to the other side and say, I don't want anything to do with power because I don't want to be manipulative or continue this cycle of abuse. However, this is it's beneficial for the person, but if a person doesn't basically step into their inner power, for example, they're going to feel like they don't have a choice. They're going to be cornered all the time. So this leaves room for a really big lack. I'm going to give another example. Let's say a person views someone that is extremely, let's say, the opposite. Someone that is very meek or quiet, they view that as a very threatening trait. Maybe this is because this person can't really read the person very well, or they feel like they're not very open about themselves, so they're going to view it as very threatening. So instead of trying to basically suppress people in their natural gifts or suppress people in their natural abilities, you have to find the lack within yourself and be able to step into that. People that have a severe lack, they always have to make it up in some form. So basically, if you want to basically wipe out any type of hatred or abuse or separation or anything that is perceived as completely divided and harm another being of any kind, you will have to look at the lack within yourself. And so basically, what happens with any kind of war or hate or anything like that, the lack will need to be basically filled with something. Anything in existence does not like space. It doesn't like openness. Something always needs to be filled within its place. So if there is extreme lack, naturally, you'll have to make up for it. So it's very helpful to embrace what it is that you feel essentially lacking within yourself, such as personal power, or the ability to express yourself. And if you find that that is something that is lacking within yourself, instead of basically suppressing else's expression or way of being or their personal power, it's very helpful to help them embrace theirs. Um, so basically, people that think that power is a negative don't understand what power actually is. Usually people that come out of some sort of abusive relationship view people that are extremely assertive or view personality traits that are very dominant because they feel like they don't have the boundaries nor to be able to protect themselves. So they either isolate themselves extremely or they basically banish anyone that has that natural quality of maybe assertiveness or leadership qualities. So instead of basically shunning those qualities and making maybe not having other people have those abilities, try to embrace those abilities within yourself. This way you will step into your inner power, your inner voice, your internal expression, and you will also leave space for other people to be how they would like to be or be who they are. Hate and war, severe, large egos, abuse of any kind is all about lack and not having the ability to get their needs met. So if we were to basically have the ability to basically stop pushing what we don't like on people and making them change, it's very helpful to basically find what it is that we have a lack within ourselves and then work on how can I feel this lack within myself so that I don't have to project it onto other people, and that way the cycle doesn't have to continue. So right now we are at a stage where people feel extremely divided and extremely alone. So it is very helpful during this time to really look at the lack that you feel that you have and what you would like to, if that's something you would like to hang on to, or if you would like to fill it with other things that are much more beneficial for your well-being. So I really appreciate you guys watching, and thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.